All right, and welcome back to Talking Tactical. We are having our second movie night, and as always, I am joined by co-host Mr. Nearwolf. How's it going? All assumed into I warned you. I warned you at the beginning. Yeah.
There we go. It's a little bit better.
There we go. I just realized too that the audio had messed up there. It muted you.
Oh, fantastic. Good morning, everybody. Hello, everybody.
And of course,
good evening,
Gallagher's
good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Hello, Gallagher. Hello. My audio's fucked. I know. His setting and receiving is all boogered.
Yeah, it's a fun setup tonight. It's more about going live than necessarily being perfect. It's a fun time.
It's been a while. We're a little bit late.
Yeah.
Adjust my shit. There we go. It's better. Fantastic. So, happy December, guys. I got my Halloween hat. Halloween, which is the opposite of Christmas.
My Halloween Christmas hat.
You guys know my wife, so Halloween is definitely her thing, and dressing up is always her thing. Every Friday in the month of December, I think she's gonna do something Christmassy. Just like every Friday in the month of October, Halloween month, as it's known in our home. So,
we just got our.
have you been, Tyler?
We just got our tree set up actually today. So
yeah, we got ours up. We don't have it fully decorated yet. We're getting there.
Okay.
We did go to the in-laws and get their tree all decorated.
Fun. So, I know the one thing to say is that on the paintball news is the MegFed Pickup League got all of their dates out, and I saw how many of those that I can't make.
All of them. Yeah, I'm in the same boat, man.
Up until the end of January. I was going through this date. Yeah, I already booked it. Fuck. This date already booked something. Damn it. This date. Maybe if we get back in time.
Oh, I ripped my hat. All right. Turn it around. Here we go. That's better. Ruh-roh. That's better.
My Jingle Bombs hat, I just remembered.
Jingle Bombs, eh?
Yeah. Ahmed.
Fantastic. So this is why we should always do our setup beforehand. Motherfuckers, jingle bells. Merry Christmas, Gallagher. I'll see you at work tomorrow. Are you guys working still? I don't know. Oh, well. Yeah, apparently it was the Christmas party for our the show we're working on. I did not get a chance to go because I was at the in-laws, but I think Gallagher went. So I got to play. Did you get to play since we last?
No, unfortunately, I was going to try and make it out, but I couldn't.
Made it out to Flag Raiders.
Yeah, I know you got out to Flag Raiders.
With Slim and Rolo and Rancid. That was kind of fun. And I have some news.
Uh-oh.
It's good news and it's bad news.
Everyone be prepared.
Well, I got a new thing, and I'm kind of embarrassed, but at the same time, I kind of love it.
Share it with everybody.
No. I'm kind of embarrassed because all of our friends are going to be like, no!
It's the Tiberius case.
Yeah. I picked myself up a T15 upper and lower. For a deal and a half. Oh, and it's all so I got the gray upper and a 4-inch RIS shroud for it, and I've got like a nice M4 stock for it. One of my favorites. I'm not going to open it up because it's all in pieces right now. I haven't actually put it all together.
Gallagher.
Yeah. Oh well, he doesn't even play anymore, so it doesn't count.
Yeah,
and it's not treacherous. I still, you know what? Here's the. It's right here with my SMG. My SMG is right here next to me as well. They're both on my right hand side because I will try. I'm trying to have both of them as compact as possible to try to run basically like 2 SMG setups. But one of them is going to be like an M4 SMG, and the other one will be an MPX SMG. You know, so it is what it is. You know, a sidearm and a secondary, or a primary and secondary.
Nice. Well, actually, the joke there was I'm not sure if you remember me telling you this story, but when I got my M5. I had an HCS stock for my dam.
Yeah.
But I was missing the stock piece itself. The house had eaten it. Could not find it to save my life.
Yep.
Evan hooked me up, got set up. Today, when we're taking out bins and stuff like that, I found it.
Bing, bing. Yeah.
And it was the stupidest thing it was where I had left it, but it had fallen behind something. That I looked on and around, but I never lifted up, so I didn't.
Oh, yep,
I was so mad. So mad.
My wife has a term for this. It's called man vision. It's not there. If I can't physically see it, if I don't have a line of sight on it, it just doesn't exist. Can't find it. Doesn't exist. Nope, not here. Did you blip that thing up?
Oh, you just froze.
Oh, honey. There it is. Of course I froze.
That's not fun. The internet's censoring you. So moving on to movie night. So we watched zoning out on names here. The 13 Hours.
13 Hours. The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi.
So I actually saw this in theaters. Was one thing.
I did not. I couldn't bring myself to.
Yeah.
I kind of saw it as a Michael Bay's version of American Sniper.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I felt the propaganda through most of it.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah.
The one thing to mention there was this is very much a hoorah movie, and I have to say it's a good or bad thing, but
Yep.
of a
50-50. It was very. At no point did they mention who they were calling in Washington. So yeah, it had that really propaganda-y vibe.
Yeah. So I thought it was interesting for that. I enjoyed watching. That's what I'm looking for here. I enjoyed watching a lot of it for the the I don't even right way I'm saying this. The assumption to the training. Like the one thing that I know they kept playing up more was that there was the professionals and then there were the amateurs below, which I definitely felt. And
oh yeah, a lot of jump cutting.
Yeah. So, all right, and you're going nuts right now.
Yeah, sorry. It's all fucked up at the moment, unfortunately.
Yeah, the internet connection.
Oh, I just got a mark from Mr. Slam.
Yeah, the video is laggy as heck.
All right, I'm gonna lose my comments. Let's check that out. It's okay. I just killed my Google. Murdered it.
I'm just seeing.
I don't need to listen. I'd watch rather.
I think my OBS froze though. I'm trying to watch it. I gotta watch.
Yay! The internet died.
Pretty much. Yeah, it looks like we froze. I think the audio is still going, but the video is definitely frozen. 1 second.
Oh well. Sorry guys. This is really bad radio. So we watched 13 Hours in Benghazi. It was not the best. It always tweaks my brain in the weirdest ways, that movie. Like it's just they'd start doing stuff and it's just like, well, I wouldn't have done that, or they wouldn't have done that, or there's they used the same guy multiple times in that movie. Like the guy with an RPG wearing the Adidas pants, they used him both as attacking away from the soldiers and then attacking the soldiers, and that really just like, come on, man, why use the same double?
Yep. No, there's a lot of stuff like that. Like the movie parts of it itself were very noticeable.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. Oopsie.
Hey, everything's back to normal.
I'm gonna drop my video from Skype here for a moment.
Oh, but everything's working again.
No, it's not. That's the problem.
Oh, that's why. Everything's working for us, but not for them.
No, I got it to refresh. There we go. Okay, so we're back.
Hey, guys. Sorry about that, guys.
But yeah, so no, you're right. Like the production value of the movie was definitely hampered by a lot of things there.
Yeah.
And then
the Hoorah American Pride.
Yeah, Hoorah American Pride.
I did, but you know what though? They made the characters so lovable that when they died, it was like, oh, and I know my wife cried.
Yeah, I felt the family aspect that you do see.
Well, as you're supposed to feel, right? That's like Ronan and Jack, like those two were brothers. They knew each other. Like he called his wife and started crying when he said that he's not coming home. Like that hits home. My wife was bawling her eyes out in that scene. That's the ending of the movie, though. Let's go back to the beginning.
Yeah.
So this guy gets off the airplane, and right away his situational awareness is on point. Like he's picking out everybody who's looking at him cross, and then they get into the car, and he notices the checkpoint before the driver, which was supposed to be, you know, his man, his point man. Which was kind of, and then they run into the ISIS flags, but they never say ISIS. They just say, you know, and new combatants or something to that effect.
Yeah, I don't think they were directly referenced at that point. Like,
oh no, there was a straight up flag. The SS flag was in the background.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if that was just new set
Yeah.
to old set though.
No, but that's what happened, right? So that's Syria.
Yeah.
That's and that's what happened, man. Benghazi, Syria. The government fell. Funny enough, the Americans put Gaddafi in power, and then we came, we saw, he died, ha ha ha. Hillary Clinton's crazy speech after the fact.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but we're not gonna talk about that because then people are like, all right, I fucking hate that. We're Canadians, doesn't count. We're allowed to make fun of their politics.
Yep, pretty much. Yeah. So and then definitely like you see them getting ready, and you see the transition, and you see the boredom of everyone, and the overconfidence because they have their CIA. Is it CIA?
Well, she said, the CIA is all like, oh, we have the best minds from Harvard and Yale, and it's like, yeah, well, I didn't go to Harvard, but I can spot a fucking tail.
Yeah.
It's just like all these little goofy lines that just.
Very much like you said, like the Michael Bay to, like, blue jeans or what saved the day, and that's what counts.
I love the joke is you're gonna fight the holy war in your shorts, brave, or something to that effect.
Yeah.
That was really good.
So, no, I think no, it was like I said, like I enjoyed it. Then once the firefighting actually starts, you do see decent. Again, like it's one of those ones. Is I was kind of with you, like we said before. Like I think they played them up a little bit too much, but you see you see the true professionals, and then you see the Secret Service guys were like freaking out, not doing anything, and it's like,
oh, I like when Tonto's just like, what is it? He the 12th Feb starts coming with them. Those two guys that later on end up getting in the car. He's starts pointing his gun. But that's just it, man. They were with them from the beginning all the way to the end.
Oh no, yeah.
So which is true. That actually,
yeah.
Those are the CIA. That's what the CIA does. So people don't seem to get this yet. The FBI converts Americans to fight for America, where the CIA converts foreigners to fight for America on their own soil. So they create spies on other countries.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they did. That's what the Fab 12 was a group of CIA trained, which is what happened with the Taliban.
You're breaking up
Which happened over and over. I know, right? So that's the censorship right there. It's amazing. You guys don't believe it. Huh? No, I'm just kidding.
That was bad timing.
Not a conspiracy theorist. Great timing, man. It was awesome.
But yeah, so that was interesting. But then,
so they make all these references anyways. But you bring Buddy like multiple times. Tonto says, "What is this? A fucking amateur hour?
Yeah.
Get your fucking gun into my face."
Yeah, and that's what it was though. Yeah. It really was amateur hour, and I think that definitely stuck out. And then, so then the assaults were interesting because you did see. I think this is one thing I do want to say on, and I know I'm kind of jumping ahead because there's a lot to the movie, but then there isn't at the same time. There's a lot.
It's only really one battle.
Yeah,
but it's 13-hour battle.
Yes,
supposedly.
And it was. There's great character development. You do get invested with everyone, but one thing I liked was that no one, the attackers didn't understand that's what I'm looking for here. Firepower or lethality of a rifle. Like when you see them coming in, they're doing their hide and they make the comment, "Are we playing hide and seek right now?"
Yeah, what is this? It's like we're fucking playing hide. Look at it, like fucking kids playing hide and seek. But that's just it, though. They didn't know that the Americans had NVGs.
Yeah,
apparently.
But I find that's very much a civilian standpoint. These
were freedom fighters. These were guys who were fighting for their own country against the American oppressors, which is exactly what Gaddafi was to a lot of people, which is what fueled the beginning of ISIS, was this anti-American hatred because America had put this puppet dictator in power, and then they took him out. So, what's going on, America? Let's fuck up America. So first they hit the temporary something outpost. What was it? Temporary diplomatic outpost?
Yep.
And that was just textbook. They raided it, and their CIA operatives ended up hiding in a bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get smoked out, which, again, more headache. Like, number one, turn on the shower. Number two, wet towels, put them under the door. Stop the smoke coming in. Gas masks, take off your shirts and underwear. Piss on them. Put them over your mouth. These are basic basic textbook survival. And these were all things these CIA operatives didn't know. And it's like, come on.
Well, I think these
it's
guys
like,
were FBI. These guys were Secret Service FBI.
whatever they were. Yeah, they were State Department. Sorry.
Yeah. So.
Some of their staties, some of them were ex-CIA.
Yeah.
But only 2 guys got stars at the end of this. Roan and Glenn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. Whoever.
So, but yeah, like you said, like the main fight, we see a lot of higher level, better equipment. What can happen, but you also see numerical advantage, and
Oh, also, there's a lot of. Sorry, I watched Punisher lately, and there's a lot of that. The CIA just wants to pick on alphas nonsense, and like. See, it's like the Punisher's kind of like what I want to do to those kinds of people. Yeah, I say point and you shoot kind of thing.
Mhm.
Or I point and you shoot. And that's then Benghazi happened. So, those guys just wanted to fucking beat that handler's ass, but they couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
So yeah, so I overall enjoyed it. Now here's the question too, though: is did you want to play paintball after? Did you want to?
No,
tweak
I wanted
gear?
to get drunk and hide in my closet after that movie. Made me so upset because if that actually happened and those guys got that fucked because just to keep it secret, like that breeds all kinds of anti-government sentiment.
Yep.
And that I don't know. It doesn't make me want to join any fight. It doesn't make me want to do anything. That makes me want to never want to do anything again. That would result in that kind of a conflict.
Yep. Which
You know?
yeah, biggest thing is like you can't police other people if you don't understand the people.
Yeah.
So
And and it always comes back. I like the ending of that movie so much. My wife and I had it. She just didn't quite grasp how it worked out. And I was like, no, that means that they're friends. Well, how does it mean that's friends? Well, it's kind of an American thing, and only Americans do that. The surfer wiggle.
oh yeah.
And like when he did that, I was like, yeah, that's only an American thing. And I love it's Tonto again, fucking Tonto. But he was their scouts and snipers, so it
Yeah.
kind of makes sense.
Yeah. So I will say this though, is that like I watched this movie in theaters and then I watched it again later.
Yep.
So I was aware more of it and have the more of the understanding of like what it was. And the second time I watched it, I very much just watched it for the podcast. Like, hey, paintball mindset, tactical things like
Yep.
that. And one thing that I definitely saw more, and I think I've been touching on, is that the preparedness and the training to the knot and
Yep.
the loadouts and things like that. So I definitely think, not necessarily I wanted to run out and go play that type of game, but definitely I saw some of the
Oh, I love those attack and
Gear.
defend games.
Yeah,
Those are my favorite games. And immediately, I was telling my wife the whole time, it's like I can't wait to make one of those rifles with my T15. Like it just can't. I love the M5. I love the SMG, but it's not the same as having an AR platform to play with.
Mhm.
Everything's 1-to-1. It just feels nice. I can't help my boss. So what really happened is my boss went out and got a T15 PDW from Ripple, and we played around with it a bit. And I was like, damn it, Cody. Why'd you do this to me? Why did you make me love it again? So, and then I got to play with Marks, and then I got to play with Zax a little bit, and then they let me demo one at DEF CON a couple weeks ago. And I couldn't say no. It's dirty. I feel dirty, but at the same time, it feels so right. I can't help it. I hate the gun. I hated the first one, but I loved the ones I played with after. Like, because I guess mine wasn't tuned enough or hadn't tightened parts, and it was mostly 100% user error.
Yeah.
I'm sure if I had spent a little bit more time learning the gun, it would have been better. But apparently, they changed a lot for this model. So,
yeah. Well, I think that's what I
You know,
heard.
you
When
you
they
never
switched
know
to
unless you
First Strike,
try
they
it,
did
right?
get better.
oh my god, I got a lot of practicing to do.
Well, I've actually almost secured the finances to get my First Strike set up for the spring.
finances.
Secured.
Oh, so you're gonna buy one as well?
No, I'm going to be getting a Predator barrel, hybrid mags, and some new mag holders for more of a sniper
Oh, so you
setup.
mean you're gonna? Oh, okay, so you're gonna have more of a you wanna? I think I have a Tiberius riser, the adjustable one, the good one, the click that you can set the camera marks on,
So
your
yeah,
focal point marks on.
yeah. So I haven't invested into. I'm not going to invest into a scope first. I'm going to still bear back for a bit, and then
Yeah, that was one thing. Okay, my wife right away was like, "Why wouldn't they all just have Tontos set up?" Because he was just like plank. And it's like, well, honey, you've got your designated sniper, you've got your heavy gunner, you got your riflemen who just use their M4s, and then you've got differing positions, differing firing, different weapons, platforms for different uses. Like, and that's another thing. Let them get nice and close so they don't know that they're all the way out there. It's a lot like the what was that one about Alan Turing? Anyways, where they crack the German code, but they can't let on that they crack the German code, or else they know. It's the same idea. You can't let on that you know they're out there, or they won't come so close, so you can't take them out.
Yeah. And
deception
really actually plays so well into paintball there too. Just to put in there is how many times have I seen people in a really great spot, and I did it myself, and I still do it every once in a while to try and get better. Is that you're like, I can hit him. That's great that you can hit him. But if you wait that much more, you can get two people and probably get the third one. Have I got a story
for you? So Rolo and I got around. We were playing it we got around to the back side of Abbottabad, and we're coming up the side of the compound and around the back side of the wall. And there was like 4 or 5 guys. And if we had opened fire, we would have got 1 or 2. But we crept right on up to get all 4 of them. And then sure enough, as soon as we get the Mercies, a group of guys come around the wall and respawn immediately without touching their base, which set me off, and I got mad and yelled. And then some kid shot me in the back, and I turned at him like, "Really? You shot me in the back?" I was really upset. The kid dropped his gun, and I felt amazingly bad. I did. I felt immediately. I was like, "Oh God, I'm so sorry, kid. Like, I didn't mean to yell at you, but you shot me in the back."
Yeah.
After the other guys already lit us up.
Yeah. Gallagher commented though it was called the Imitation Game for the one with the cracking of the code.
Yes, thank you.
No, and that's a great thing. Like, I remember I was at Sega, and I was the only player around because I was like, let me go see if anyone's wrapping around the tape line, and there's 10 guys walking towards me, and it was like, okay, I'm just gonna wait it out. I'm gonna wait it out.
What was your setup?
I was using my reflex rail, so I had all the shots on me too. And I stopped.
How dirty did you feel?
Oh, it was so good. That was a day that, like, when I go to big games like that, where like I knew it was going to be turkey shooting, I'm like, no, I'm going to go out with a lot.
Oh man!
I think
so the game at
I think
that's one thing
I
hated. Yeah, Magfed's better for First Strikes. As long as I kind of have this newfound love for First Strikes, because after playing the last couple games, I just like, if I had a First Strike, the guy would be dead. If I had a First Strike, that guy would be dead. If I had a First Strike, that guy would be dead right now. And it was just like, I'm just so sick of the everything. Yeah. It's such a like, once you play with them, you can't.
No, that's what so many people have said. Like, they're like, it sucks to like have to pay out the nose for them and then some, but. And that's my big thing is that, like, when I made the comment was like, next summer I should have enough finances that, like, when I go to some games I can get the First Strikes as well as get the funds to finish the setup.
This is the sound of like 1,000 First Strikes being flicked around. I feel so dirty, but there's so many of them. I can't wait to use them all. They're so much fun. Oh, it's so much fun. But yeah, no, I found there's so much more fun for planking, and I can't wait to like my boss went in and got a chronograph and like 100.5 things. So by hiatus, which is December 9th or 8th, I don't know. I have something else coming up on the 10th, but like I'm done on the. I guess I'm done on the 10th. For 5 weeks. 5 weeks of nothing but sitting at home. So we better podcast every week.
Hopefully we'll be on weekdays by then. I'm still waiting on stuff that.
Oh yeah. So how's that going?
Interesting so far. So everyone who ever works in corporate understands it's a hurry up and wait scenario. So
everything who's ever worked in any industry that involves dealing with the public or the private or films hurry up and wait. Lots of hurry up and wait.
Yeah.
And then hurry up some more.
Yeah. So the good news is that like I'm still on point to hopefully switch so we can do weekday shows. It's just I was supposed to be starting this week on it, and I still haven't had my interview yet.
Oh.
So it's like
I'm sorry to hear that, man. Next time.
Crap. So hopefully later. Gallagher's inviting you to sing Mandalorian Party.
Yeah, no, we'll see. If you're gonna supply the armor, maybe. I don't have the time or the money. I really want to get it done, but I'm just too.
Oh, I'm like,
I don't have the time.
that's been backshelved now for like at least
And when
2 years.
yeah, and now when I have the time, it's like I'd rather just buy it. I'd rather just get a guy to do it for me, but
Yeah,
it costs so much more money. I'd rather just get another Deadpool Zentai and live with that for a couple of years.
Yeah.
Because the one I got lasted 5.
So Gallagher says he has lots of plastic. So when you're ready.
He costs too much. He's too expensive.
He's the expensive
Love
one.
him to death. No, nothing like that.
Just a little bit.
I think we're having severe connection problems again.
Yeah. So let's just kind of run through a couple other things. And then
Yeah,
we'll
so the
figure
movie
something.
wasn't that great. It always kind of upsets me. It was another American Sniper. Let's post, or not American Sniper. What was the other movie? Top Gun. Let's post recruiting booths outside and just wait for the sales to go up and the recruitment to go up for the hell yeah hoorah. Let's join the Marine Corps, Army, Navy, Navy SEALs, what have you. And I don't know. I guess it's just kind of the Canadian mindset of I'm kind of sick of war at this point. It's been 20 years of it, and it needs to end.
Yeah. No, for sure. For sure.
Especially the propaganda, all the fucking propaganda movies. And I don't know, pacifism or sick and tired of ism, or the fact that nuclear war is on the horizon, but nobody's talking about it.
I think it's one of those things is that we see so much of it. And I think I'll honestly say this, though, is that, like, while I've never glorified it, even in younger years, seeing and interacting with so many vets and stuff like that, I appreciate I appreciate what the Army does for people who need it and for the camaraderie and for people who sign up. 100% there. I do not respect the reasons that they've had to be deployed. And I do not respect the reasons why they didn't get to come home. That's what the biggest thing for me was. And being involved in the Highway of Heroes a little bit for a couple of years ago, about 5 years ago now, like seeing all of that and just kind of getting in feet first with some things that was like, nope. I don't see it. I see it too much now. So.
Yeah, it's hard to boost patriotism after 20 years of a thoughtless, thankless war.
Yeah.
You know, we're losing countless guys. They've lost. It's just hard. They're just murder, kill on both sides. It sucks for what they're having to do it for.
Yeah.
And at this point, it's like it's over. Let's just bring them home and work on. I don't know. That's nationalism, national defense. But you can't police the world.
Yeah.
And the America world police is kind of like that joke is worn off at this point. I wish I wanted to watch this movie and get into this and be all excited like I was like John Wick, but that's the problem with realism and nonfiction movies. They really they hit you in all the wrong places.
Yeah. So Matt Daniels is watching.
Especially with
I don't know why his comments aren't showing up here.
Hey, Matt.
But
Yeah.
sorry, go ahead though. So I'll shut that.
No, that's it, man. Like, it's just with all the vets we deal with and all the friends we have, and like friends that have been lost, and I've got friends that have gone back and come back, and they're just not the same. Or friends that have gone and come back, but they really haven't come back. Their minds are still there. Old friends of mine that they can't even cross the street, or at least at the time, last time I saw them, before they completely went shut in and moved up north and disappeared, they couldn't cross the street without. They couldn't walk down the street without having to cross the street every time they saw a piece of garbage or a box or something that just wasn't right.
Yep.
And these movies glorifying some of the shit they went through just isn't like it's just hard. It's hard to know what they went through, but to see this shit being publicized and made for profit.
Yep. No, for sure.
Yeah, they say in memory of, but like they weren't there. These like a lot of this stuff is just fantasy and hoorah.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
And
it gets me
it's-
so wired up.
And this is a story that ended with people coming home. One that did it well for some things was Lone Survivor. Like,
I like to call that one Jack and Jill. That whole movie is just people falling down a hill. It really bugs me. And I actually have a friend who, when he shaves his beard right, he looks just like Ben Foster. It's really cool. Well, weird, but cool. From that movie. And 310 Yuma. Yeah.
yeah. So.
Sorry.
But yeah, no. So yeah, half decent movie. We found our faults with it. Hopefully, we'll get
Oh, for sure.
different, better one again. Like it's one of those things I watched it like I remembered it differently, like with the impact of it. And then
Oh,
the
yeah,
second
same.
time I watched it, I was like, ah,
It hurt. It hit. Yeah, because you were so like, oh, it's theater. It's a Michael Bay movie. Like the first time you watch it, it's the big flashy. But then when you really look into it and what really happened to those guys, it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
That's not cool, man. That shit just ain't right.
Yeah. So,
Got it.
yeah.
Well, hate to cut this one short, but it's a bad topic. Sorry, guys. It was really bad radio this time.
We're still.
We'll have to
learning
have a
everything.
nice, happy.
I am
Well,
bringing
no,
up-
sometimes you hit and sometimes you miss, and this movie was definitely a miss. I liked it. It hit all the right chords, but at the same time, they were all the wrong chords.
Yeah. No, for sure. So,
I don't know. Anyways, so
but yeah. So just to.
that's cool. Oh yeah. So this thing, I picked this up. Just to change gears here. For those of you playing the home game and you can't see, this is a Damascus steel weapon retention blade, as I like to call it. It's very nice. It's camel bone. It's straight out of Pakistan. It's quite interesting, and it's quite deadly. And it stays very neatly in its nice little holster right here and on my wall, where it can't hurt anybody, including myself. Until I get to practice one and learn how to use it properly. Because you know what we say: play the way you train, train the way you play. And if you can't train, don't play. If you can't play, don't train.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
that's not true. Just always train. Sorry, guys.
please, Tony, the shock weapons dealer. Yeah. So I think we'll
I
just
really
kind
have to pee.
of call it at this one, just because we're kind of, yeah, we've had our topics and it's been good. But one thing to mention is that there is the December GTA MagFed Pickup League. All the events have been posted as of today. Check it out on Facebook. Just search it. You'll see all the events. They're all on Sundays. They're roughly every 2 weeks. Next one is December 10th. So not so yeah, next Sunday. So a week from now.
And not to compete too much, but somewhere on the Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday track, we're going to try to get some Wednesday night paintball going at DEF CON as well, because those line up a little bit better with our schedules.
Yes.
And DEF CON does pretty deep, dope prices those that late at night.
Yes.
It's like $80 for case and entry. So,
Yep.
And a case goes a long way in MagFed.
For sure. So yeah, so we might so keep an eye open for that once we figure out schedules and everything. Those will be coming. But yeah, so thanks a lot, guys, for checking it out. We will see you on the field soon. Anything else, Nero?
No, that's all, guys. If you want to check us out, you can hit us at Talking Tactical on anywhere, Google Play, iTunes, the rest of the places that I can't remember. YouTube, obviously. It's not going to be a great podcast this time. Sorry, guys. But no, it's unfortunately we have internet quality problems and
Internet quality,
content quality problems.
content, and
So
tiredness.
we'll deal with it.
Fun times.
Any ideas? Well, no, tiredness isn't a problem. I pounded back an entire pot of coffee for tonight, so we could have some energy. But at the same time, it was a bad subject. So my energy is directed in the wrong direction here. So thank you all for coming out, and sorry we couldn't talk any tactically tonight.
All right. Well, guys, have a good one. We will see you on the field.